DeMatha Catholic High School has many traditions that reflect a living history of 77 years. Today, we continue a tradition that links our past with our present, our current students with alumni, and the idea of our mission with the practice of our mission. There have been 20 individual recipients of the St. John DeMatha Medal. Honorees are distinguished by their commitment to the school community in a way they live their lives. Every student and faculty member has had his or her life enriched through the gifts of St. John DeMatha Medal honorees. I call upon the President of the Student Government Association, Ryan Ricker, and upon Vice President Davis Dedner to make the presentation of the 2023 St. John DeMatha Medal.
The St. John DeMatha Medal can only be presented to a DeMatha alumnus. The medal is awarded for distinguished service and ongoing devotion to the school and its mission. Today we recognize Mr. Joshua Wilson, class of 2003. During his time at DeMatha, Mr. Wilson was a fine student who took several honors courses, played football, and ran track. After graduation and a distinguished career at the University of Maryland, Mr. Wilson played for 9 years in the National Football League for Atlanta, Washington, and Detroit. Mr. Wilson also began a career in real estate while still playing and has also coached football here at DeMatha. Mr. Wilson and his wife have been particularly generous to DeMatha over the years, resulting in naming the athletic suite in this building for him. In recognition of that generosity, of his commitment to the school's mission, and of his embodiment of our ideal to be a faith-filled gentleman and a scholar, we award the 2023 St. John DeMatha Medal to Mr. Joshua Wilson.
I mean, if you hold that for a little bit. Thank you. It's a true honor to receive the St. John DeMatha Medal, an honor which a person receives for the generous support of this great school. And while I thought about what to write in this conversation with you, I thought about the question that was asked to me, why? Why would I give? The question made me think about a scripture that's guided me through my life. Romans 5, 3, and 4. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Now let me break down to this reason of my why. Suffering. If you have not experienced suffering in your life, I'm happy for you. This is great. But unfortunately, suffering consistently followed me through my childhood. My parents divorced when I was 3. I grew up in a single-parent household where my finances were extremely tight. We moved in and out of homes 5 times before I turned 5 years old. And then at the age of 11, my father passed away suddenly from a massive heart attack on the day of my first football championship game. Many other moments can be added here, but I think you get the point. Difficult moments were a familiar face in my childhood. We know that suffering produces perseverance. My mother was a poster child for perseverance, so I didn't have to look far for a role model on not giving up on yourself no matter what the playing field showed. A great view of perseverance was my time at DeMatha. As many of you guys know, the first 2 weeks at DeMatha were the worst 10 days of school I had ever had. See, I came to DeMatha with some would call a slight discipline problem. I very much liked going to the principal's office because I felt like they always had the most comfortable chairs. My friends and I were consistently ready to tap out and say this place wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it to me because my family was making a major sacrifice to pay, at the time, $5,000 a year for tuition, and I knew I had the potential to get kicked out at any point. I played freshman football my freshman year. I played JV my sophomore year, and I wasn't even one of the starting cornerbacks my junior year here at DeMatha. I wanted to quit. I wanted to leave. I wanted to take the easy road. My life never seemed to involve the easy road. Every day as I went through these moments, I thought to myself, why am I here? But these moments were preparing me. They were fortifying me for my future. I learned I must be respectful, disciplined. I must wear a tie. I learned from a lot of these teachers still here how to properly wear a blazer. I always had to be a gentleman and a scholar. But most importantly to me, I learned how to earn it. And not only how to earn it, but I learned how to never let it go once I did earn it. Had I not learned this here, I believe without a doubt in my mind, I would not have touched my true life's potential. We also glory in our suffering because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character hope. Character. What develops while you experience these moments at DeMatha builds your character. No matter who you talk to about your life, whether friend or foe, you want them to say the same thing about who you truly are. Things like honesty, loyalty, reliability, being your brother's keeper, and so on. The atmosphere and brotherhood here creates these extraordinary high character qualities. So you probably wonder what all this has to do with my original question of why. Why did you give what you gave? It was because of that last piece of that verse, hope. My time here at DeMatha allowed me to develop hope for my succeeding in life. I saw a path to success once I left here. So as a God-fearing man, I knew I had the responsibility to provide others, especially people who can relate to my upbringing, with that same opportunity to just have hope for a better future. I gave and give so that others can have hope, because with hope, all things are possible. Thank you.
All right.